And once you realize Rajadi Raja is for you, don't you feel like calling him again and again? If you have not, I introduced a friend to you. I said, he's my friend and you can have good friendship with him. And after that you came to know that person is what? Multi-millionaire person. And in October I will be going. After that you will forget me and will have tried to contact all the time with him. Alright? Why? Because he can do works. Like that if I know God is that one who is all the time protecting me and who is there only for me. That's all. You want to talk to him, you want to tap him again and again. Email, telephone, SMS, what not. So, if you understand ritual for that, you will do it. That becomes spiritual. Then second, values. Values, if you follow that, is also spirituality. And scriptural studies, spirituality. So, because you people have asked me that how to follow all these things, I would present little things for you. Don't, because this is how my Guru gave me, I am just giving you. This is not directly from scripture, it's for our sake. How to do, where to begin. So beginning is not given in our dharma because it's all the time it's there. But because we have moved away, we are just Indians in a geographical sense and in a, what is that? Constitutional sense, that's all. But not in a spirit. So we have moved away from that lifestyle, we have moved away from those values, we have moved away from that culture, everything. So now we are foreigners only, we are also foreigners. So like that, now where to begin? First stage is sankalpa. First is sankalpa. Every day dedicate some time to do this sankalpa. Resolution. And resolution is not an easy thing, as people generally think. That is why we fail in New Year resolution. Because we just resolve. We resolve because somebody told. Somebody don't like me smoking, that's why I want to leave. When you will leave that? When you started smoking, you never started because somebody will like that. If you have started with a reason that somebody will like, then when you get this input that somebody does not like, you will leave it. But you have begun for some other reason. Like that, never think big for somebody I am doing this. Prem Siddharth ji gave a very beautiful lecture, so from today I will. No. If that is the case, please don't do. Because that will spoil your mind again. You realize first. Give little time. Inquire. So then make a resolution that I am dedicating all my life, not just for Arthakama. Let them be there. Arthakama will be there anyhow. Need not concentrate so much on that. It is quite inborn, quite humane to have all those things. But let me dedicate some time for this. Right, sir? That is resolution, sankalpa. And once the sankalpa you have done, that I will do the ritual. Ritual anyhow it is easy, we can do. But when you take this value system and you want to live, there second thing is precaution. Before getting into that, where I need to be very careful. Because from today onwards I want to follow dharma. Today onwards I want to follow satyam, ahimsa, akrodham, etc. Yama niyamas as they are presented in Yoga Shastra. They are also from Veda, not from Patanjali's mind. So if I want to follow a proper structure, then also see the precautions, where I should be little more careful. Because there are points of failure, the intensity of failure will be more. Like when you are going, like having a walk side by the side of a river, there are certain places where it is more slippery. The falling chance is more. So those places are there in our life also. I can be detached with everyone. I can be detached with everyone except one fellow. Their slipping point is there. So precaution. Then having gone there, I will go anyhow. But what is the way I can manage this at that time? Because we have everything with us in a convenient points. One fellow says, Sarvatma Drishti I have regarding soap. I can use anyone's soap. Why? Sarvatma, Sarvam Ekam Jagat. Ayyo, not in the soap, you should have that. Soap you have to maintain separately, that's good. Sabbu Vishayanlo Sarvatmatva ante saripodu. Sarvatmatva another should have. Okay, I appreciate Dhanam so much, Swamiji. Why? I want somebody to give dhanam to them. It's so convenient. So like that we have those things, okay? But when I follow, there are points where I slip. In others' point, there is no slip, nothing. In fact, you can give beautiful guidance to him without knowing anything. What regular gurus are doing that. But when I try to follow, evaluate, here is a place where I will slip. Here is a place taking step is more arduous. Here is a place it will challenge me. So before you are going there, before that situation coming to you, have that precaution, little precaution. Something like doctor saying, prevention is better than cure, and precaution is all the time good. Precaution saves lot of time. Precaution saves your willpower. Precaution saves all energies. So little precaution. But in spite of that precaution also, there are some chances where it happens. It happens. Like doctor says, oh man, you have a sugar problem, it is fluctuating. You should take the chapatis like this, morning walking, wheat grass, etc. Everything he will say. But even then, he gives one tablet. Anyhow, you just keep this dabba with you. Whenever you get that nausea, something, just take one and go. That is called managing. Alright, sir? Though you take a precaution here and there, it happens. So when it happens, you have to manage. Then you can go to the doctor, he will treat you. But that period till you go to the doctor, you need certain management techniques. Like that, manageable things you should keep. What are the means for managing those things? Right? So these three things now. One is resolve, sankalpam. The second is precaution, avadhanam. Before doing itself, be carefully, to take some time to analyze carefully. Shankara writes in Bhajavanam, Kurva avadhanam, mahadavadhanam. Never close your eyes to life. Kuru avadhanam, attentive you should be. And mahad avadhanam, the greatest attention should be there. Before the thing happens, try to estimate it. Then when that happens, then what is that you can say? Samyamam. It has happened, but you will try to control for that time being situation. Sugar is down and I am getting uneasy, but I will try to control with the tablet and rush to the doctor. Alright? That's called some first aid sort of thing. Same thing, now I am not able to do this now, in spite of my resolution, etc. I am not able to follow this value. I am not able to do this spiritual routine. Then you will take little time to talk to the Guru or Acharya or take resort to Bhagavad Gita, etc. Then during that time, try to maintain that pace, because their mind says, see, you have tried so much but you have failed. Spirituality is all nonsense. It is all impractical, because it has got lot of things to convince you. So whenever you become weak, that tries to convince you. So you should maintain it. Samyamam should be required there. Then after these three things, when you, before sleeping every day, do some introspection. Sit down and analyze the whole day. I did like this. Why I failed in that aspect? Was it because of me? Was it because of somebody else? Was some another influence is working on me? Try to just analyze. Analyze not to curse yourself. Analyze to see where the problem is, so that tomorrow you can work on it. Or you can find a good and proper solution for that. This is called Simhavalokanam. What is that called? Simhavalokanam. Just see like this. Simham is the only animal which, having took 10 steps, very graciously turns back and sees what is happening behind. All animals just go like that. But it is the only animal which walks for certain distance and stops there and looks at the back what is happening. So that is called Simha, Simhavat Avalokanam. Like a Simham you should see, because while going you would have overlooked certain things which we generally do. We generally overlook, we tend to take things for granted, because if you know one sloka, you will overlook the other things. The next sloka may not be like that, but you overlook. So these things can happen. So Simhavalokanam, a proper inquiry is to be done. Right, sir? And you have done the inquiry, etc., etc., etc. Then the fifth one is also very important. That is called Vicharaha. Vichara is studying. Not a Brahma Vichara. Forget about Brahman and all these things for some time. You should do Vichara about why the difficulty comes, where I am failing, what are the doubts which I get. Read about it. And also if suppose you are taking up one quality is I am taking daya. Let us say I have some himsatmaka sthiti inside me. So I will take up a quality called daya. And more I will try to show the daya. More and more those aspects of mine I will try to enhance, I will try to strengthen them. So that will happen only when you read more and more about daya. So if a person is dayavan, what are the consequences? If a person is dayavan, how happily he can live his life. If one is dayavan, where will he suffer? All this is available in the form of 18 Puranas, which in your lifetime impossible to study total. Ashtadasha Puranas you can never read. Abundantly you have these stories. Suppose if you take quality called Satyam, I will do this Satyam Abhyasam. Then you have plenty of stories which you will also undergo. That one Satyavan is there called Harishchandra, and how he fluctuates, how he establishes himself, and ultimately how good will happen to him. So if you do that Vichara in the form of Purana, Vichara in the form of Mahatma's Vakyam, Vichara in the form of Sadupadesham, Vichara in the form of Upanishad, etc. Anything you do, whatever you take regarding that spiritual sadhana, do more Vichara. The hidden problems, the known problems, known uncontrollable problems, you can do them. So this is the only 5 things which I can talk, because my Guru taught me like that and I am benefited by that. I will say so much benefit I received from it. Only these 5 things. Okay, we have 5 fingers now. Please put like this. So with the help of these 5 fingers we will do it. Okay. So first is Angushta. Angushtabhyam Namaha. Whenever you say like that, just say I will resolve first. Okay, I will resolve. Nenila untano, that's all. I am going to be like this. I will resolve. And the second, Tarjani Bhyam Namaha. Tarjani is this finger. The finger with which you point all other people. Yes, of course you can point, but see the precautions. Right? So Sankalpam. Repeat. Sankalpam. Sankalpam is not followed by all these things. Sankalpam will drain away, will evaporate within no time. Somebody says, who says quitting smoking, to quit the smoking is difficult? Who is that fellow who says? One speaker, a motivational speaker is saying. Who is that idiot who says quitting this habit of smoking is difficult? I have quit so many times. What is it? I have quit so many times. How can you quit so many times? That means he does the sankalpa, day after tomorrow it's gone. Then again he will do the sankalpa, again gone. Why? Because it's not backed by all these things.